Everybody, it's your girl Darlaina Rose. Hope that all is well in your world, all is well and swell in mine. Let me get on here and get us. Hold on. We got somebody thing going on. Okay, there we go. Let me get us public on Facebook so I can see your comments. There we go. Privacy is now public. Welcome. Now I can go on to Instagram and get my guests. There we go. Live and in living color. How's everybody doing tonight? It is your girl, Darlaina Rose, coming in from the headquarters of my family, Life Changing Alliances. We are here doing some work. You know what we do. So tonight, we talked about the sponsors. Hey, Vern is here. My guest is here. I'm so excited. Let me go send her invite. Okay. There she is. Right, bright and early, and right on time. There she go, in the car, outside, in the streets. What?
I'll be on the move. You know how we do.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm so glad that you are here. And thank you for watching, whoever that is on Facebook, Instagram, or not Facebook, not Instagram, Facebook.
And then turn right.
And she got the lady.
Turn right. We pulling over.
We pulling over. Well, let me just say, I'm excited for you to be here. I really am.
Hello.
And so I'm grateful.
Hello.
I'm so grateful for you saying, yes, we appreciate you for that.
Hold on.
So
I'm sending invites, Darlaina.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a minute to do that while I talk about my new jewelry line. Rebel Rose is going to be our sponsor for tonight. So if you go onto the website, you will find some hematite bracelets. Rebel Rose. Or rebellious. Right. So they're all there for purchase, as well as the Tree of Life collection. I can't show y'all this amethyst because Dr. Loretta told me it was hers. She said, don't show them my stuff because that's mine. Yep, I have them. That's amethyst and turquoise. I have rose quartz. I have lapis lazuli. I have white quartz. I have all of that. So, yep. So you'll be able to find them on the website for purchase. So let me say hello. Thank you guys for popping on. We appreciate you for doing that. So we have the child carepreneur today, and all around big time boss. This girl is deep in the streets. Let me just tell you. She is Philadelphia's spokesperson for the child care community. I have seen you do some amazing things in that space. But we're going to talk all about that. Hi, Ron. Hi, BBS. Glam nails. Oh, I need my nails glammed. I love glam. I love a glam nail. Where you at? Where you at? So, this whole process, Planting Seeds with Darlaina Rose, 100 women, 100 days, 100 interviews, all started with Women's Month. I started thinking about how many amazing women I know and how much I wanted the amazing women in my network to know the amazing women in my network. And so this was started because of that. And so, we're now in April. Women's Month is over. However, my amazing women friends are not. It don't stop. I probably could go 1,000 days for real. I probably could go 1,000 days with the amount of women that I know. So I'm so grateful for you to be here. So in the spirit of Women's Month. Yes, honey. Well, how could I have, first of all, this is like LCA week. Like, because it's been all LCA women in the last 3 interviews. So I'm just so grateful for Kemp and what he's doing with Life Changing Alliances, because of you guys, I get to invite, you all, this way. Who's that? Malk says hi. So when you think about women and women, are there any women, or is there a woman that inspires you, and why?
So the first person who inspires me as a woman, who has inspired me as a woman directly, is my grandmother. Yes. I've really truly watched her persevere. I watched her show me how to use gifts before I even knew that was anything you could be able to do. Yeah. And even though she didn't do it for herself, start a business and all of that stuff, she encouraged it, you know. So first and foremost, my grandmother, she definitely inspired me. And then when we talk about like celebrities and things like that, I always, and I'm not even a big fan, but I definitely look at Beyonce. Yeah. And the way she does things and how she moves her businesses and stuff like that. Yeah. I look at her from that standpoint versus her singing and entertainment. Yeah. Yeah. And then my vision board, of course, is Oprah. Yes. Oprah. Those women are truly amazing leaders. Their leadership and they're the epitome of you can do more than one thing. Like you can have, Oprah got had the show, and then she created more shows, masterclass, and then she supported people like Ayanna and Dr. Phil and Rachel Ray to get their shows, and Nate Burkus, and then she got the network and then the magazine. So that's multiple. And then you look at Beyonce and Ivy Park. Like I'm loving Ivy Park, that clothing line that she just is beautiful. Yes. And everything she does with music, and now has her daughter Blue Ivy a part of it, and just all of that. So it just shows you how much you can actually do. And then I'm going to go too off the record, because everything when it comes to inspiration and stuff, it shouldn't, and it don't have to come from like the popular people and the celebrities and stuff. Absolutely. Like Absolutely. I have coaches in my head, I have mentors in my head, and I follow people that are everyday people that just really truly shine for me and give me a reason to be where I am, and to keep pushing and to keep going and being a leader. People like Obiama Martin, she is, my gosh, she is just everything. Yeah, Obiama is all that. People like Andrea Lawful Sanders, like these are names that you won't hear about these names like that all over the world, but you will, because they are international women, like and yes, and so like people like that, in my mind, they're my coaches, they're my mentors, they're my friends, they're my sisters, they're my mothers, like in my mind, and I follow them and I call on them when I need support, and I absolutely look at what they do and work on to be the best leader that I can be. And my main coach is Shirley Kimball. I gotta shout her out, because I'm telling you, you just don't know who God will connect you with in childcare to push you to where you're supposed to go and to know what you're capable of. Absolutely. Well, you are truly the child carepreneur, like you said. I've not only have I watched you, grow and say I'm not the cheapest and I'm not going to be the cheapest, but I am the best. That part, okay. Absolutely. I am the best. And then I remember I guess that was, I don't know, it might have been 2019, because 2020 was all shut down. So whatever that major event that you were at for speaking for other child care providers, including yourself, in the city of Philadelphia. So your name is not quiet in these streets, okay? Not at all, not even a little bit quiet. So we're definitely going to talk a little bit about
what that is that you're doing in that space. When you think about these women that are in these spaces, these great leaders, what Kemp told me turn my background on. I don't know how to do that. This is Instagram. I don't know how to do that. He told me turn my background on. No, it's just gonna be green. I'm in your seat. It's green. Forget about it. He probably about to come down here and do something. You better stay over there. But what qualities in those women that you mentioned do you think make them great leaders?
First of all, their humbleness. Yeah. That's the first thing, their humbleness. And then the will to learn all the time. Yeah. Like that constant will to learn and be taught. You can't do nothing without that. You
absolutely.
know, personal development, professional development, and just consistent learning.
Yeah.
That's what I see. That's what I see.
For sure. What's your favorite thing about being a woman?
I can do what I want.
It's pretty much. I
can do what I want. That's my favorite thing about being a woman.
Yes.
I'm not limited. And I know men, I know that's kind of weird, because men might feel like I'm not limited either, but as a woman, for me, I'm not limited.
Unlimited power. I love that. Are there any assumptions about women that you would like to change, and why?
Mm-hmm. One of the things that a lot of people do is they look at a woman's expressions, and they assume that she's weak. They assume that she's sad. They assume that she's going through a whole bunch of stuff, and she don't know how to come or get over that. They assume she's sensitive and emotional.
Yes.
I'm sensitive and I'm emotional, but I'm strong and I move. I make moves.
Absolutely.
And I don't let those things hinder me from being able to do whatever I want to do.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
A lot of people was looking at me like, oh, she is mean and she is this, that, and the other. But baby, when you connect with this spirit, listen, we have a ball.
Yes.
And we do things and we talk and we get some money.
I am absolutely in agreement, because that has truly been my story when it comes to you and what you do. Every time we've ever been together, it's always been amazing. Always amazing, whether it's for business or at an event or whatever. It's always been, really good. What do you think what do you believe will be the biggest challenge for the generation of women coming behind you?
I think the biggest challenge for women coming behind me is the will to be able to learn and listen, being teachable. Yeah. So many people coming up in the generation behind me have this attitude like, you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be what happens is, I'm grateful when I'm able to mentor, and I'm grateful to watch, even when I'm not able to mentor, watch them come back.
Yeah.
Because they know that this is the way I have to do it.
Absolutely. If you could meet a woman, living or dead, who would that be? Oprah. Yeah.
I'm waiting.
You waiting? Oh, your turn is gonna come. Your turn is gonna come. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, there has been some things that has happened, in my lifetime where I find myself one relationship away from her. Her and just people, when you put that kind of stuff out there, don't play, because I was able to speak on the same stage as Stedman. And after it was over, he came up to me. I'm not the starstruck one. I'm not going to run, try to get your autograph. Right. I'm not going to do none of that.
Right.
If we supposed to meet, then we will. And so he was this way, and I started walking that way. And I hear somebody calling my name, and I turn around, and it's him. And I'm like, he was like, you. So I come over and I talk to him, and he's like, listen, a lot of people don't have it, but you have it. You just need to be packaged properly. And he then introduced me to his team, his niece. And I've stayed connected to this niece for quite some years. And so her son actually works in Oprah's house, one of the houses that she has. So we are so close. We are so close. So just know that that's not it's something that's impossible. The niece that he introduced me to, Kathy, she said, oh, I used to, every time she had an event, she would always send me tickets. He said there was a time when I used to bring all my friends and different ones until one of my friends got tore up in the green room. I'm like, where's Oprah? Where's Oprah? She said, ever since then, I don't bring nobody. She said, but I think I could bring you. I think I can bring you. So we'll see what happens when the world opens up and you know, we are allowed to, you know, to be in company with each other. What if you could learn or do anything, what would it be?
If I could learn or do anything, I think I would want to learn what it takes to be a lawyer.
Nice. And a lawyer, why what that basic? Ain't nothing basic about that. Hey, Bridget Yelder. Yes, Queen sister. Why?
Hey, Bridget.
Why would you say lawyer? What do you want from a lawyer? I mean, why would you want to be a lawyer?
I'm big on advocating for people, and I feel like I'm just lacking a little bit of that knowledge that a lawyer has.
I got you.
To be able to really, truly change some laws and regulations and things like that. You know, and so if I had that piece, that would be the icing on the cake.
Well, you know, all you got is time and opportunity. There's plenty of that around. You know, it's just one of those things where you just start. You're just like, you know what? I'm gonna do some more research. I'm gonna learn a little bit more about this. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper, and before you know it, you got some papers. So tell us about being a childpreneur, how that started and that journey.
So I started out in health insurance and healthcare.
Okay.
And one day I was just sitting around at work. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. And I was almost 30.
Ooh, so
I had tried all kinds of different stuff. And I had this situation where I found out I wasn't able to have any more children. And so at that point, I was like, okay, God, well, if this is what you have for me and my desire for children is so strong, then what is it? Yeah. And God says, you're going to be mother to many.
Wow.
And then I did a lot of assessments and stuff on myself.
Yes.
And I went all the way back to that little girl who used to play school.
Yes.
With the dolls and the dog.
Yes.
And her siblings.
Yes. And
I was like, I knew I've always wanted to be some kind of teacher.
Yes.
But when I had my sons, both of my sons were born premature, 32 weeks and 28 weeks. And I was a teen mother.
Wow. Okay.
And so to be able to take care of children that were so fragile and children that had medical concerns and things like that the average person considers a burden in a sense.
Yeah.
I knew that, you know, it was some type of purpose there for me.
Yes.
And so I went in and I gave it a shot and I loved it and I felt my best.
Yes.
I felt my absolute best.
Amazing.
And here I am. Some 11 years later. Here I am.
11 years of taking care. Have you kept track of how many kids you've cared for?
No. No, because I still run into them.
Yes.
And they still my babies.
Yes.
They still my babies.
Yes.
So I do not count. Nope. They still my babies.
Amazing. Tell us about your specific, you know, your business name, you know, where you are and what type of services that you provide to the children that you take care of.
So my business is Heavenly Made Creations. We are located in Southwest Philadelphia, right off of 73rd and Elmwood, off of Island Avenue, actually. Mm-hmm. And it's in my home. It's a family group program. And what that is when you can have a maximum of 12 children instead of 6 for the normal family programs.
Nice.
It is a Star 4 accredited program. So when it's Star 4, it's just like if you go on a 5-star restaurant. Star 4 is the highest star you can reach for quality. Nationally accredited is basically countrywide. Wow. So those are my qualifications, accreditations that I have in my program. We have children from infants up to school age. I service children in the PHL pre-K program, which was funded by the mayor, Philadelphia, back in 2016. And that's basically what I do. Nice. In addition to that, I do coach and mentor other child care providers. Okay. I started a group on Facebook for Philly family and group providers. Okay. Where they learn information about child care and what's going on in the city around regulations and things like that. They're able to get support from other providers. They're able to get coaching, mentoring, training, anything. We post highlights for every day of the month, and I pull a drawing every month, and whoever gets picked to be the highlight program of the month, they get a gift every month. So we do that.
That's so decent. So if somebody wanted to be a part of that, or they're considering childcare as a career, especially in this whole pandemic pivot that most people have had to make, tell them how they can be a part of that if they so choose.
So to be a part of the group, if you are interested in being a family child care program, or if you are a family child care program and you want to expand to group, you can go to Philly Family and Group Providers on Facebook. You can find me on Heavenly Made Creations on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
Nice.
My website is heavenlymadecreations.com. I'm very easy to find.
That's good.
You can Google me too.
You can Google me because I am Googleable. Being Googleable is a thing. That is a whole thing. Somebody said, shout out to Heavenly Made Creations, Star 4, nationally accredited. Who's that? Moni Love. Moni Love says, shout out to that. One of the things that I remember you saying was that that your program wasn't the cheapest. So when we think about our kids and the programs that we put them in, tell us how your program stands apart from most out there that are a little less expensive.
Yeah. So we teach the children Spanish. We teach them sign language. They have access to outside education and curriculums and stuff such as music, art, STEM. Those are the things that we do. They do yoga. We also do positive affirmations. I'm big on that.
Yeah, that's so good.
Especially that and the yoga. Those are the two most important things.
Wow.
And again, I do provide services that are affordable for the families through the pre-K program.
Okay.
And up and coming, Early Head Start is coming up for infants and toddlers.
Nice.
And in July. And so I've also started a nonprofit, Heavenly Made Blessings, which allows families to be able to get supported with scholarships and stuff if they can't afford child care and they don't qualify for subsidy programs and stuff to help them pay for child care.
That's so good.
And so anybody can donate to that. And Heavenly Made Creations, Heavenly Made Blessings at Gmail through PayPal.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you got to make sure that that I have all of that, those links and stuff, so that I could, make sure that because this will be housed on IGTV, so that I'll be able to put that all in there, so that people that want to donate can do that. And as a mother who did not qualify for CCIS, whatever that is. Yep. I did not qualify, and I had 2 children, and it was tough making sure that I had childcare money. And sometimes it felt like I was spending just as much for childcare as I was, working. It was like trying to weigh the two out. Right. And so, and I think that, that is definitely something that it is not just me. So you are to be commended because you saw that and created heavily made blessings just for that. I missed it a little bit because my kids is grown now. But it truly,
when you look at it, I do understand, because it could be someone who makes $5 more and not qualified for support, and they really, what I mean. Absolutely. But then at the same time, when we have to pay for staff, we have to pay for quality staff.
Yes.
And so we have to be able to afford childcare. And I can just tell you that if you have someone who is getting subsidy and they get $30 a day for subsidy.
Okay.
If you break $30 a day down by 10 hours, that's how much money someone makes to take care of your children. And you have to ask yourself, do you want somebody to take care of your children for that much?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, when they leave, they're ready for kindergarten. And I don't just focus on the academics, because a lot of people, my kid can read. Is your child ready for the world? Yeah. Social emotional is major.
Yeah.
Is your child ready for the world? Can they get with a group of children and not tease anybody or bully people or be bullied?
Yeah.
Can they get with a group of children and figure out what to do if nobody wants to play with them?
Yeah.
It's bigger than just the academics for me. It's all around the social emotional as well.
Oh, that's huge, because I don't think I ever heard those words when my kids was in daycare. I don't think that's a thought. It's like, let me teach them ABC 1, 2, 3, and then send them on their way. Having access to STEM, and then yoga and sign language and Spanish. That is going to
they learn how to cook.
Wow.
What are the things that we need to learn to make it, like, and it starts when they're young. It starts when they're young. It's not, wait till they get in high school to do it. When they're young, these are the things that they need to learn. Can they be independent,
Yeah.
That's what we do. We're a village. Parents have to participate. Parents you can't just drop your children off to the babysitter. We're not babysitters.
Oh, we got to participate? Tell me about that part, because I wasn't the participating parent. I was sleepy. I wanted to drop my kids off and keep it moving. So tell me about this participation piece.
Parents have to participate. Parents have to do activities. In March, we did Read Across America. So although we are during COVID, all the parents had to post videos. I have a group for my parents.
Yes.
They had to post a video of them reading to the children every night.
Wow.
And I gave them all incentives for doing that. You get a gift, you all get gifts. So, and the children, they're getting to spend time with their parents. They are getting to show us how they spend time with their parents. It's a different form of interaction.
Yeah.
Not just go home, eat, and go to bed. Go home, eat, play on the electronics until it's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Spend some time with your parents. I have one of my children, her mom, she shows her cooking and all types of stuff. So my parents have to participate.
That's so good. I think that you should share that part of your program publicly. I think, maybe not. Okay. I never seen it. I need to see that. I would love to see the kids doing that part, letting them. Yes. Moni Love said not participate. Listen, yes. I had to learn my strengths. And when my kids were little, my marriage wasn't good. And so I was not a good parent at that time. And so my sister became my surrogate homework mom, the surrogate, the project mom. My sister did everything because she knew I needed her to do that. And so she did that. Right. So that's the only reason why I didn't participate. It wasn't that I didn't want to, my just head wasn't there. And so, it was a little.
We have a strengthening families model.
Nice.
So parents can come to me. We can have coffee on a Saturday morning.
Okay.
And just Get it off your chest.
Wow.
Because I always tell my parents that children, and I learned this from you guys. Children pick up on energy.
Yes, they do.
So at the end of the day, if you having a bad day, your baby's gonna have a bad day. Because your baby is hurting because you're having a bad day.
Absolutely.
So I'm all about, is everything okay with you? Not just is everything okay with the baby, but is everything okay with you?
Absolutely.
I'm big on supporting the family as we're a village. It's not just about your child.
Oh, wow. That is so amazing, Vern. So please tell the people again how they can get in touch with you. This is Laverne of Heavenly Made Creations. She is a child carepreneur, taking care of the children and taking care of the village, really creating a space where a village can be born out of, what the layman would call babysitting, but what you're doing is not babysitting. It is truly educating. It is truly empowering. It is truly giving them a one-up on, just sitting a child in front of the television set. So please tell people how they can be in touch, and if they want to do more. Yes, they are. She said, Moni said, I feel you. She said, our childcare workers are a parent's angel in disguise. Definitely, for sure. Definitely, for sure. And everybody can be in that space. Everybody, it takes a very special person to care for children, because children come, and especially this batch that we got right now, they are very different. Yeah. They are very different. So you must have a very, very much patient spirit to be able to work with them. So please tell them again where they can reach you, where everything is. And then we will also, you'll send it to me and I will add it to the actual IGTV, so that when people watch it in replay and all of that, they'll be able to just click the links to be able to get to you. So please tell them that.
So you can find me at heavenlymadecreations.com, on all social media handles at Heavenly Made Creations. You can also find me at the Family Child Care Coalition on Facebook. You can find me there.
Nice.
Family Child Care Coalition is also an extension of what I do.
Nice.
You can find me if you want to go into the group. You have to be a family child care provider that lives in Philadelphia and that has a center. I'm in a family program, not a center, a family program.
Nice.
In Philadelphia, you can find that on the group Philly Family and Group Providers on Facebook.
Nice.
Hit me up. Check out my pages. If you have babies, sign them up. We are taking enrollments right now for summer camp in September. I'm here. And if I can't help you, I know somebody that can.
Oh, yes. I know that to be true. Their mother, his wife, said at Laverne and gave you all these hearts and 100s. So thank you so much for sharing your time with us tonight. We are so grateful. Absolutely. If you just are popping in, this video will be housed on IGTV, so you will go back to be able to watch it, to hear everything about Laverne and Heavenly Made Creations, the child carepreneur. With that being said, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Have an amazing rest of your night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.
She said her babies are safe.